Hello guys, this is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda. Welcome to my podcast. I am a certified Ayurveda lifestyle consultant, Vedic counselor, quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, clinical master herbalist, Usui Reiki practitioner, animal Reiki practitioner, and a spiritual coach. As a holistic practitioner, I concentrate on mind, body, and spirit healing, using energy healing, herbal remedies, and Vedic sciences. Come check out my website at AdiYogiAyurveda.com. I put the link down below in the description. And let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda. I just wanted to record this quickly. So I was meditating in the morning and I kept getting this hearing to check the hurricanes because there's something coming up. And I did go online and check the hurricane center, and there is a storm that's brewing around the Gulf Coast. So this is one of the big ones, I think, that was kind of predicted that was coming. So it's on a tropical depression level right now. I think it's created, not natural. That's what I keep getting. But I don't want to make the wrong assumption. It just seems like it's created. And then I don't know if you guys have heard, since last week there were 2 earthquakes in Southern California, and yesterday there was one in Kentucky area, and they're pretty big. And there was another, and the one in California, the first one was I think 6.4 or 6.2, and the other one was 7.1. The Kentucky one is also like 7.1. There was one in Alaska around like 4.0 magnitude, and so there were a couple of earthquakes in New Zealand, like the Pacific coast, not the coast, but like the Pacific side, near to Australia, New Zealand, Asia. There was some activity as well. I didn't check on those properly, but I know I was watching the channel Dutch, since he's legit and he gives very good information. So that's the YouTube channel I was watching. And last week, I think he and his wife, they were walking outside and they were about to be swatted. And it's not funny, but it's like he posted that. What's funny is that he posted that, the date and the time, and everyone just like, I don't know, it was like the viewers were like going berserk, like, how dare the government try to do this. But he's giving legit information that the government agencies are feeling threatened because some of the earthquakes, they don't even list it properly. So yeah, and they were trying to say, like, you can't predict, but Dutch, since he made sure that, like, he was like, yeah, you can predict, and this is how it happens. So if you guys are looking to keep it up to date, like updates on earthquakes, I would say go to his channel on YouTube. He does daily updates and lives also. So yeah, what I wanted to say is, the point of this is to let you know that the changes have already started. June was that catalyst month, the bridge, and now the changes, the natural disasters, different types of things that will lead to permanent good change, they're starting right now. So if it's anything negative that happens, just follow your intuition and go to where you need to go, or wherever you're guided to. But know that these changes or these events that are happening are for the greater good, to bring unity among the people, to bring an understanding and tolerance among the people. So like because of this, more and more people will be awakening and coming to realize that, you know, like they're living in a bubble, this bubble that's meant to keep them ignorant, and they will wake up to understanding that there's more to life than getting up in the morning, running to this 9 to 5 job, coming home, eating and sleeping, you know, that routine. There's more to life. So there will be more and more people awakening. But when it comes to the energies or like the lessons that I've had to go through this weekend, I felt that the narcissistic type of people are doing like one last round to check if you're still gullible. So I've had that, and I completely I guess banished you can say banished, or like got rid of those influences from my life. There was this extreme type of purge this weekend, but it was done completely on Saturday. So there's that a feeling of freeness right now, and like the heart and the third eye chakras are like really like feeling pressurized, I guess because they're expanding. And of course, like if you have like eating fluctuations or weight gains and weight losses, that's very normal. I know a lot of people are concerned about it, but it's very normal to eat a lot and then like not eat or eat less. Like for the past few days I've been eating a lot of rice, but like it doesn't really help me put on weight, but my stomach comes up like a pot belly. But it's like all of a sudden, like the next day when I wake up, it's just like the weight is kind of gone. And then now today I'm craving for fruits. So it's like whatever you're craving for, kind of like, you know, see what works well on your body and what you feel like eating. But definitely the fruits really help a lot with meditation and clearing the body and the channels, especially like since it's summer, like cooling fruits like watermelon and the lemonade. I make lemonade that really helps to keep it's good for dehydration and keeping moisture in your muscles, holding moisture in the body. And then there are grapes, pears, what else, nectarines, those little tiny ones like oranges, others tangerines, like I don't know, I forgot, the tiny ones, the small, those are really good too. Well, I can't think of any other thing, it doesn't come to my head, but the grapes, watermelon, those are really good too. They're like very light and watery, so it gives you that, you know, water level that you need to make sure that your body is communicating well, because water is like a conductor for electricity, and like the whole, your body operates on those electrical pulses, and it really helps to connect with your higher self and the higher guidance when you have adequate amount of water in your body for that communication, those pulses to travel through. So that's one of the things that I am being reminded to tell you. Keep hydrated. It's very important that at this point to learn to depend on yourself, as in listen to your heart chakra, listen to your heart, like pay attention to it, and find ways to communicate with your guides or your heart chakra in a way that you understand. Some people use numbers, Some people use like animal messages, animal totem. Like these days I've been trying to work on completely focusing on my heart chakra, so I just keep like asking questions on the heart chakra, like asking questions and like going according to what my heart chakra says, and I've been following the joy. That has worked wonderfully. Whatever, let's see, I'm reading a book, I only read one page, but I feel like, oh, you know what, I want to go for a walk, and then when I think of it, my heart chakra starts to spin and I feel joyful. Then I know, like, okay, this, I'm gonna do that. Just following that joy, that cue, has helped me to manifest good things, positive things that are in alignment with me. So that kind of gave me that assurance. To find that, you have to try it and see what works for you and how you, in a way that you understand, you know. Like some people get visions, some people hear clairaudiently. So it's whatever the skills that you have, whatever you're capable of, whatever the way you understand, you have to kind of build that and talk to your guides and say, like, okay, let's say, like, give me angel numbers, so that, you know, you get the angel numbers, you look at the meaning, and then you know. Or like, I don't know, different stuff. Like sometimes you see like signs, like literally a sign that has like a phrase, and then, or like listening to a song, the lyrics, they give you a message, you know, different ways that they use to communicate, talk to you. When you see a picture, sometimes you kind of be like, oh, this picture reminds me of this. Oh, is this a message, you know? So there are ways. So you really have to get in touch with that, because the more you depend on others outwardly to give you validation for every single thing that you want to do, is it okay to do this, is it okay to do that, this is the thing. You have pretty much the choice to make on what you do and how you do, but as long as you get to the bigger goal, which is the ascension, and which is learning what you're supposed to learn and doing what you're supposed to do in a way that you see it, view it from a larger point of view. The destination is the same, but how you get there, you can decide. So you don't have to be like, oh, is it okay to watch this movie? You know, if you want to know, just be like, you know, pay attention to your heart. Does that make you feel very joyful, or does that make you feel like a little constricted and like, I don't know if I want to do that? That's the only way you'll know for sure, because this is your own experience and no one else can tell you what's the perfect and what's the right way. In a way, there's really no right or wrong. It's just the way you choose to do it. You know, there are several different, like if you look at Google Maps, like I'm being shown Google Maps right now by my guides, and if you look at Google Maps and if you put directions, they give you like 2-3 routes how you can get there, but you know, it's just like this one will take 43 minutes, this one will take 50 minutes, this one will take 1 hour, you know, something like that. But they give you the option, so like that you have options to get to your destination. But it's like, it's up to you. You want to pick the scenic route, or you want to pick the highway, or whatever you want to do, you know. Because if we're becoming late, or if we're doing something wrong, they indicate, they let you know. So as long as you keep paying attention to your heart chakra, I think you will be fine. I just feel like sometimes people take it way too seriously, to the point that they sabotage their own joyful experience. Like, you know, it's supposed to be a joyful experience, it's supposed to be like a celebration, because we are going into the 5th dimension. We are anchoring that, we're bridging that. And then when you bring anxiety and fear of doing the wrong thing, it's not enjoyable anymore. It becomes a duty, like a heavy burden. It becomes something that is not fun. That keeps you in the lower vibration, because what you're supposed to be doing is be in the joyful timelines. But if you make it a burden, it's not joyful anymore. So just sometimes you just have to let loose and just relax and just have fun. You know, if you feel like you're in too much of stress, if you feel a lot of like pressure in the sinus area especially, you need to take a break and just think of ways how you can take it easy a little bit, you know, do something for yourself. And it's okay to go watch a movie sometimes. It's okay to go like, you know, I don't know, just do something fun. Go to the beach or something that is in the Muggle world. It's okay to go and mix once in a while. You're not here to be like all up in the spiritual world. You have to have joy in your life, and that's something that I've learned this weekend by directly experiencing something without having a burden or without being pressurized to do the right thing. Actually is very liberating. So just focus. Instead of focusing on if you're doing something right or wrong, I would say focus on your heart chakra and focus on the joy something brings. If you feel like doing something and if you feel that brings you joy, do it. That happiness is what keeps you in the higher emotions, higher timelines. That's going to, even if something bad is coming, that bad thing is going to turn around and go away, because it can't come near you, because you're in that joy, you're in that abundance, you're in that happiness. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today. Yeah, that's all I have for today. I have a client in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna log off. Thank you so much for joining me on this podcast, and thank you for visiting my website, booking my services. Thank you once again to all of my listeners. I will talk to you next time.